Hello there again everybody and welcome back to hell. Oh. Well, we'll be back to hell in a moment's notice. Perfect timing to load up my stream and crack my back, I suppose, while this loads up. So, hopefully this goes well. Hopefully we don't spawn in a bad place, but we also spawn in a place. Hopefully we don't spawn in a bad place, but we also spawn in a place where we can dive 100 meters deep nice and easy. Now I am very excited because when Mike gets on we can play Peak with Mike. But I know that he had work. We can also play Chernobylite, which I'm interested to try out, but nothing has got anything on Subnautica. And there's a subsequent Subnautica below zero. But, sorry, this is just taking a few to load. We will get there though. I'll see you guys in a moment, and for now let me just crack my back. Let me press play and load up the world. There we go. Precipice. Okay. Not too bad of a start. How deep are we? Because the type of precipice is what matters here. $88. Okay, this is a good start, I'd say. Okay. Okay, we've spawned here. That is a really good start. Let me not get that one just yet.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Right. Titanium. Better oxygen tank.
New blueprint acquired. The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. Zero human life signs detected.
Unlucky guys, you should have spawned on a precipice. Like me. You would have had all the resources you needed around here. Or at least close enough. Pick him up. Pick that guy up. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, it's also really awkward to get crash fish around here. Right, let me make some cooked food. That way I can restore my water.
Of unsavory meats with salt or locally sourced herbs and spices. The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Perfect.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Bit more daring, but we got lead for that, which will be useful for our radiation suit. We can cook that last fish. Take the medikit and get to max. Gather all these basic resources that are here. Not forgot their mobile vehicle bay.
Unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended. Silver-based
Silver.
kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
That's vital for our next upgrade. We've got 4 titanium, so we can make first thing at least. Make that. Obviously that's not gonna fully help us because we need enough power for the second upgrade for the pipes to start it out, but that is a start. Not seeing anything useful over there. See, this doesn't seem like it's... Hey Nixie, welcome in, welcome in. This doesn't seem like it's as random as I'd like to believe it would be. Because we've got the precipice multiple times. Let me get this last bit of power. Yeah, welcome in Nixie. We are in the worst possible experience of our life right now. This has been certainly an experience. We're We're basically playing this game, but we're also playing it hardcore, and we're playing with the hardest difficulty mod pack to make things even worse than our sanity. So it's been going about as well as you can expect. AK, not very well at all. We've got to slowly ascend or we'll get the bends. We've got to head this way roughly, I would say. Take 4 acid mushrooms while I'm at it. Not this direction, let's head off in this direction. Oh yeah, and we don't get O2 alerts. So we got to actually keep an eye out on our O2. I understand it's cold day 2 today. It's currently -2 Celsius. So very, very, very cold day for the UK. It's not very fun. I don't like cold weather. I'm not designed for cold.
Local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Let me grab that. Let me
Alien life
grab that.
may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien
Yeah.
resources is a proven survival strategy.
See, you guys have it warm currently. I mean, to be fair, that is still cold, but like, yeah, but our winter tends to come after winter, which is really strange. We tend to have like bad weather when it comes to like after winter, and then during winter it's just normal depressing weather. You know, just like everything, our weather cannot be reasonable in the UK. Let me turn up the brightness as it's getting night time. I like us being able to see both you guys and me.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local chaos.
Exactly what I need.
Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
3. I need 1 more quartz. There we go. That's the O2 tank sorted, resource wise. So increased sulfur deposits is round there. Let me get my oxygen, because otherwise I'm gonna lose it. We'll make sure I don't get the bends ascending to get this, because even though this height, realistically you'd never get the bends, it still gives you the bends in this mod pack. See, we had the awful we had snow, but then it rained which melted the snow, and then it kind of all froze over again, and that kind of made everything really bad yesterday. It's a lot better now though. Let me just extend this down here, because this is where I need to look for what I need. I need to look for some sulfur deposits down here. Let me just drag these out real fast. Right, sulfur, sulfur, sulfur. Where are you, crash fish? See, I don't like the fact that the crash fish are not visible. Oh no, and I've somehow got lost. Butterfish, butterfish, butterfish. Where is it? There. God damn. It's so intense. There we go. It's so intense trying not to die because this oxygen is very brief, and also the surface air is poisonous, so I can't exactly just surface for my oxygen. I have to cart around this thing. Bladderfish are kind of a last resort if I need to. I understand that, Nixie, I get that. I'm just very skinny, so cold kind of just hits me very, very hard. Right, there should be some sulfur inside there. Once I've got the repair tool, things can be a bit easier for me. Just a matter of getting that repair tool. Preferably without dying to oxygen. We've already got the stuff for the next upgrade. Right, let's look for some crash fish. Get all the ore we can while it's in here. Huh. I'm not seeing any damn crash fish. And I've got a full inventory. Damn game, why you curse me like this? Might as well extend this as far into the cave as possible. See, now you've lied to me because... Look. There is definitely space for that copper that you said there was no space for. I feel like I got lied to there. Oh no, there's a sand shark in here. So you said you detected cave sulfur deposits. And I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing no cave sulfur deposits. So I feel like I've just been lied to. More than anything. Which means I need to keep looking. Oh, this is I will say, I do like this spawn because when the aurora explodes, I've got like a pretty amazing setup. However, it is really annoying to get cave sulfur when you spawn here. I have to find the specific cave around here that's gonna have it. At least one of the caves that has it. Now there's gonna be the jelly shroom caves, which is perfect. Let me just replenish oxygen real fast. Perfect. One of these caves is gonna have cave sulfur, and that's all I need to find right now. Of course, taking those resources will be useful just in general. Alright, let me try entering from down here. Looks like that's a scanner route. Scanner.
Supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Looks like there's a scanner room fragment there, as I was trying to say. Sorry about that, just had to clear my throat. Alright, let's keep looking for this. Cave sulfur. Not seeing it around here. Let's see, as food is good, we can release them right now. Right. Onwards to searching. Searching for the crushed fish. For our repair tool. 'Cause that's all we can get, yeah. To repair a life pod. But we're not getting lucky. Instead, we're just seeing stupid stuffs. That is not what we want. Bada boom bam bam bam.
distortion. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Oxygen. Perfect. Maybe down here we'll have what I want. Come on, crayfish. There we go. Finally. There's the cave sulfur. Now we just need to survive long enough to get home with it. That's our oxygen pipe. Let me get all of this. Then we'll head back with all of this stuff. That way. We've got a bit of a journey to get, but that's okay. Where the hell's it gone? There it is. I completely lost track of it there. On top of that, my arm's stiffening up, which means I need to move it. So what we're gonna do, well, we'll do that. There we go. Let me sit up. And let me put my phone on charge because it's slow. There we go. Perfect. Just cracking my shoulder there. Right. Grab them. Let's keep moving. Bit of a slow journey, but it's okay. Wait, don't we need some silicone? Creep fine. Maybe we don't. I wonder, can I just attach a pipe from the life pod? Or does it need to be attached via a pump? Yeah, it looks like you can't. Okay, tools. So yeah, you do need one silicone. Well, let me start by making the battery. let me go grab that silicone. Bunch of birds going wild out of my window. Good morning, dude. Welcome in. Welcome to our suffering and eternal pain. This is our 4th life. We've had 3 deaths. It has not been going well, but we're getting there. Oh, 100%. We're playing on hardcore on the hardest difficulty. Hardest mod, basically. So, it's been going about as well as possible. We've done this 3 times now.
LifePod secondary systems online.
And we've got this spawn 3 out of 4 of those times. Yeah, pretty much. I tend to do this a lot to myself for no apparent reason. 9 hours. You talked it up, but you just pots. I know that thing off by heart. Well, technically speaking, this entire game mode is meant to play more like a roguelike experience, because it randomizes your spawn, makes everything more challenging, stuff like that. So you're meant to die, you get a score based on your death and how long you survived during that. It's like,
vital signs stabilizing.
it's pretty damn good, you know. So what do we need now? We need the next second tier of oxygen tank. So we need 2 glass, but that's going to take a little bit for our power to regenerate. Yeah, because of the random spawn, it makes it more challenging. Unfortunately, it's also driving me insane because we've got this spawn 3 times, and the 4th one we spawned inside a coral tube, and the 4th time we died to dehydration because we had to travel so far away because of an event that happens. See, the aurora explodes, and usually perfectly fine. This version, however, you've got to go boop. You gotta be below 100 meters. Now this spawn is absolutely amazing for that. However, it's also pretty far away from a crash fish, which is the one thing that you need to repair this. So you have to take this, start slow and steady, and get the stuff to be able to breathe from that distance, and that lets you get a decent start like this. The issue is, last time I managed to unlock the seam off, and then I had a horrible death. Well, it's all sort of combined into one. It's called Deathrun Remade. There's crush death for your character. Usually in the base game there's vehicle crush death, but you have that for your character now. You have the bends, so you send too quickly, that will kill you. Random spawn, everything is more aggressive, and I've turned that up an extra level so the enemies can sense from behind them, and it's making it very painful to say the least. Overall we're managing just about. technically speaking, the sea moth does go deeper than the diver, but you have to manually get out to be able to grab anything. The prawn suit, you can grab stuff, but it's also limited storage, so you kind of have to get out of that one as well. We have got the upgraded oxygen tank now too. We've just got more pipes, which granted fill up my inventory spot, but down there is better resources. What I could do with now, is thinking about it, is probably the survival knife. So we've got the silicone, we just need the titanium funnily, but we've got plenty of scrap around here. Yeah, it's like your sea moth can go 200 meters to start with, 300 meters if you go to the Aurora, get the depth module, or craft a depth module tier 1. Then it's 500 meters with tier 2 and 700 meters with tier 3. Your character doesn't have crush depth, but going down that deep is gonna be very hard without a vehicle, because vehicle is basically your replenishment for oxygen. Now what you can do if you don't have personal crush depth in the vanilla game is this: you drop this and then you sort of thread this down and you're able to breathe like so. Now in vanilla game there's not really any point to this, because you can just go up here, breathe, everything's fine. However, I've got in the mod, part of it is the oxygen surface is unbreathable until you got an upgrade, so this is what you kind of have to do. And also it means that I can't go to the floating islands and get the very replenishing food sources, which kind of sucks. But we're going to thread this down because we want to get the habitat builder as soon as possible. And the way we get the habitat builder is by essentially it's more expensive in this mod pack, so we kind of need more resources. And some of those resources essentially down deep. Well, not too deep, just like further down than my life pod. And that is going to make my oxygen much worse because I don't have the rebreather. And when the Aurora explodes, I won't be able to really do much anyway, because I'll need the radiation suit to be able to survive. So this lets us go down this deep. There we go. Shockwave up to 100 meters. That isn't a vanilla thing, that is part of this mod. If I don't get below 100 meters, I will die, essentially. So I need to go down 100 meters to survive. Now I think around here is gonna be Big Boy. Let's call him Big Reginald. I think Big Reginald might be around here, if he's spawning back in his vanilla spots. I don't think you've met Big Reginald, but maybe you've seen him if you've been in on my other street. It does. Yeah, I will show you Big Reginald if we get the opportunity. If he shows himself, I'll be able to point him out, but I'm not going to actively seek him because he will attempt to suck me up, and I ain't prepared to be sucked up right now. In fact, there's no point in my life where being sucked up is beneficial to me, because it will kill me and killing me means that I have to start a new world and start again. I must really hate myself. There we go. More pipe. We're good on oxygen. We're good on water, so let me make more pipe. Wait. Is that a life pod? No. I was hoping for a radio there, but oh well. Yeah, 2 times we've got the sea glide and 2 times we've lost it. Which is really annoying because the sea glide, whereas it isn't a vehicle, it's very useful. But yeah, even it doesn't matter how deep you are. Apparently for this Ben's edition, they made it so that even if you are like super close to the surface, you still have the bends, which is a bit unrealistic because the whole point of the bends is it gets worse the deeper down you get. But as well as that, I can only get to about 200 meters myself, otherwise I'm gonna be crushed to death from the ocean pressure. There's another life pod message. Oh yeah, 170 meters deep.
This area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or terror vehicle signatures.
Let me see if we can see him real fast, so I can showcase Big Reginald. Where are you, Big Reggie? I know that you're around here somewhere. Well, he's not appearing. I suppose that's good for, in one way. What isn't so great is I just went really far away from this, but we've got enough time. There we go. Well, if he's not going to appear, that is actually ideal for me, because he's going to make life very difficult for me if he locks onto me. So I will take this time. There's a big chunk of lithium. That were those fish. These fish scream for some reason. It's very disturbing. Ooh, shale.
Materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation.
Lithium.
You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
I need lithium in life and I need magnetite. If I can get magnetite, I can get my habitat builder, and that'll be the biggest accomplishment yet. Yes! They have, but also this is absolute nightmare fuel. For example, it takes considerably more parts scanned for almost everything to actually unlock it, which is an absolute nightmare for me. But I kind of like the challenge a bit, you know. It's certainly an experience. Oh, look, there's them. These guys are quite chill though, to be fair, look. They ain't aggressive. They're friend-shaped hand friend experience. Oh god, where's my oxygen? These damn mushrooms make it hard to see. There. See, I'd go back to my life pod, but that's just risking it a bit. Problem is, it's relatively easy. Yeah, you've got to basically for the mods you have to basically install. You don't have to, but this is easier. Install the mod browser type thing through Nexus. It doesn't let you install mods through it, but it basically, you put your zip file into it, into a mods folder that it has in your games folder, and then extract all, and it kind of just extracts them and puts them in the right place. But it's all through Nexus. You can probably also do it just by using Vortex, to be fair. This mod downloads thing was just nice and easy for bulk downloading mods. See, you're gonna see a bit of a light show in 45 seconds. Not much of a light show, not as good as the original light show. You know, every single time you play vanilla, you have to get on top of your light pod or surface wherever the hell you're located at that moment to watch the aurora go. But in this mod, if you do that, that's gonna kill you, and that will end up killing me, which will end up resulting in another life lost, and therefore another world needing to be made. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into detonation has occurred in the Gory Carnival.
The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even 175 meters deep, it was so powerful that it exploded me this far.
the radiation suit has been
Where the hell was my oxygen pipe? Where the hell is my oxygen pipe? Where the hell will I get back to? There we go. No worries, man. Catch you later and enjoy your shower, man. Thank you for coming in. It's a bit wild, that, isn't it? Fortunately, we've got all the stuff we pretty much need for our radiation suit. And we got a ton of pipes now, so we're absolutely sorted. Pick up that pipe. That pipe. That pipe. There we go.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes
Survival
in the emergency
knife.
sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us.
Seriously.
Seriously.
3 out.
3 out.
signal location uploaded to PDA. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on
Basic
Brox's
materials,
Prime.
fibre
Knife
mesh.
remains the only exception.
Equipment. Oh, I need to. Let me get me other piece of lead. Ah. Make that. Now we can
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded
grab
your
our
daily
lead.
exercise quotient by 500.
Make our radiation suit.
100%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
Was that a glitch? I've never heard it glitch it out like that before. Right, make our scanner.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology
Perfect.
and to record alien biological data.
Let me make some water. There we go. Jesus Christ. Don't scream as I pull you out, you freaking weird, freaky gremlin demon. Don't even know what it is, it's just a gremlin demon to me at this point. An angry, screamy gremlin demon. Ton of scrap, which is great. Ton of bladder fish, also great.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Not really seeing any sandstone. Unfortunately. Right. You know what? I'm gonna cook that thing so it don't scream at me again, because that is absolutely horrifying. Sorry, I don't want the angry screaming hell demon in my inventory. Don't get me wrong, I get it. I wouldn't be happy too if I were being scrammed, but also, hell no am I being screamed at by an angry fish. Other than the angry fish that want to eat me. That's an angry fish that doesn't want to eat me, it just wants to scream at me. See, the only issue is the inventory space of these damn pipes. 'Cause each pipe is an inventory slot. Well, I suppose I could make the fins. 'Cause I don't currently have them. No. 3 out of 10 for that. Right, let me do that.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And let me head towards her. But she'll have the sea glide. Or at least a part of the sea glide. The other parts will probably, it will be around that area. We can take the valuable resources as we go. There's some stuff to scan. Or one thing to scan rather. And it's another mobile vehicle. Damn. Got excited for a moment there. Now the Jellyshroom caves are down there. But also that's what killed me last time. Oh, that stalker's really infected as well. Okay, he's no longer after me, which is great.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
Awesome. God, that was trying to lure me to my death. That one. Here we are, let's swim this way. Gonna keep exploring, trying to survive. Hopefully we will not die to a sand shark or a swallowy boy. We don't wanna be swallowed whole. No, we just wanna survive this painful experience. We're gonna grab this lair, we're gonna get this saw. We're not gonna die to these boars. I know there's no bulls around, but it's close enough, cause just like the balls dash at you, these creatures trying to smash your face too. As well, let's grab this thing. Let's grab the PDA and the data box.
Integrating new PDA data.
And let's grab this part of the sea glide. Hell yeah, let's find the other parts now. They're gonna be around here somewhere. Looking for them. I think it's fair. If I get these wonderful parts, we're gonna keep on gliding all the way around though. And that is probably gonna kill us, but hopefully we won't. Just there. Just straight up, hopefully it won't. Need I say any more than just hopefully it won't? Really? Like, dear God, I've accidentally killed myself when I've got the sea glide so much already. Not necessarily to the sea glide, but to the terrifying beings that want to kill me because I've got a sea glide. Just apparently every being in existence. That's useful. If we can get OP to the beacon, I'll have a beacon. I'll be able to locate areas. That's 2. That's 3. Can we get a 4th one without dying? Got 99 oxygen to look around here. Damn, we're halfway there for that. At least. But I would love my final sea glide fragment part, please. I'd also love to not lose my oxygen. We will get this sea glide again, and it is going to be beautiful when we do. And we're not going to lose it this time. Not to no creature. Hot box. Second piece of a beacon. 2 of 4. Not bad. Last piece. There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, so what is it I need for it? Again. 2 lubricant, 2 lead, 1 copper wire. So for the lubricant, I've already got 1 lubricant and that lets me make the second. Let me get to full oxygen. Perfect. Swim as far as we can now. Ah, this is so slow. So painfully slow. But once we get our sea glide, you know, we're sorted. We do still need 1 piece of lead for that though. So maybe it might be a good idea to try and find some lead as I go. Like, there's gotta be some lead around here somewhere. This
Passing
goes pretty
100
deep.
meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. Oh shit, this is actually cutting it a bit close. That we're actually cutting it really close there. Well, I'm more likely to find lead more close to my base anyway. Because of where I spawned. Just would have been nice to find lead on the way, you know? The second piece. Oh. Maybe lead? Nope, silver. I mean, it's still useful, don't get me wrong. It's just not lead. It's gold, which still isn't lead. Oh my god. Sir. No freaking need. I'll just drop that. Trying to sort of spot sandstone, but I just see limestone everywhere. Oh, there's some sandstone with another piece of silver. There we go. Nice. Let's keep looking for this lead as we go. See if we can get the lead. I'm pretty sure we can just build the sea glide when we get back to our base. Just not seeing any.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora D. Reed, over. Nothing but vacuum. These
Yeah, we
Altera ships.
don't have one
They
here.
run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
There's the 2 lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
So we just need the 1 lead. Right. Just the 1 lead. Let me see. Deployables. Oh, and the copper wire. There we go. Deposit that. Perfect. Right, we've got the copper wire, we just need the 1 lead. Which we can get somewhere on this cliff face. If we just look. Keep a keen eye out, we'll find it. Just a bit of sandstone. See, that's 100 meters away. So let us thread oxygen down here. think it would be a good idea to just set a whole bunch of these like a little bit of space apart. Just all around as a sort of A trail marker and B as oxygen replenish spots. Sort of like my life pod.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Right now I have a little thing at 100 meters. There it is. The last piece of lab needed. There it is. Let me do this, and as it's visible and it's relatively close, we can just swim to this spot. We can just swim to our life pod. Of course, cooking water is going to be much more important right now. That being said, let us make it.
The Sea Glide will increase your
And now we can make it
exploration range.
water.
For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Think we need to stay a bit closer than that, lass.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Perfect. So we've got this, we've got that, got everything we could possibly need now. So let me grab the copper, deposit that. Got the sea glide. Let me save and quit. There we go. So thank you all for another episode. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you all for joining. And this has been me, Serene Generation, and I am out, yo. Peace.